House Republican Conference Chair Lisa McClain. She is here with us now. And you were up all night, too, even though you were in the House, because how difficult is it to figure out? You have to plug this hole because this particular group might not like something. But if you do that, then this group's not going to like it. And you're trying to keep everybody on the same page.
Yeah, look, listen, it's a very delicate balancing act. And we live in a representative government, right? Each congressperson represents their district, and they are trying to advocate the best they can for their district. And the districts are very diverse. So if you're watching this movie, and we've seen this before, things get a little dicey. The family discussions get a little heated at times. But that's exactly what you're supposed to do, is represent your district. And that's what's going on right now. I am an optimist by nature. I believe we're going to get this out of the Senate. It's going to come back to the House. And we're going to pass it, because at the end of the day, I don't want to give the government a raise. I want to keep the money in the people's pockets.
You were up all night, as we mentioned a moment ago. Are you actively negotiating with members of the Senate? Like, if they go in one direction, you're going to have to go in another?
We are in lockstep, and Leader Johnson and Leader Thune, along with the rest of the leadership teams and the House and the Senate, have really been working hand in glove to talk to each other about what is palatable, what isn't palatable, what are red lines. It really has been a coordinated, interactive process, which is very different than I've seen before. And people are really trying to work together, which I think is rather refreshing for a change.
One of the things that Speaker Johnson has said is that if it changes, they won't necessarily will change it again. But I think that the other piece of this is we're not talking enough about the Democrats. That's usually a frustration, I know, when you're in the majority. You're like, it's not us, it's them. But so let's take a listen to the Democrats. This is number 4 here on Chuck Schumer and others.
It's outrageous, cutting people's health care, causing people to get sicker and to even die. People will die just to give tax breaks to billionaires.
Enacting this title would increase the deficit by nearly $3.5 trillion over the 2025-34 period.
It is cruel and dishonest to bury parents, kids, and seniors in paperwork and then blame them when they lose their health care.
I think sometimes, Congresswoman, that people watching this sort of at the last minute are like, oh, these people, why can't they just get it together? And the Democrats in particular, they didn't seem to worry about grocery prices and things like that 10 months ago when they were heading into re-election for President Biden and then Harris. And now they're all concerned about the deficit? Yeah.
Right. It's a little, the hypocrisy over there is deafening. Just think about this for 1 second. Is they talk about the rich. Oh my gosh, this is the tax breaks for the rich, right? Well, if you are in the 12% tax bracket, you make about 48 grand, okay? I don't think 48 grand is the rich end of the tax bracket, but those people would see their taxes increase to 25%. Let's talk facts. Let's talk reality. They can't afford that, and they're giving a raise to the government. See, the difference is Republicans, I believe in people. We believe in people. I would prefer that the people keep that, not give the government a 13% or double the raise that they give the government. Come on, because government is so efficient in how we spend our money, right? And as it pertains, I just want to address this. As this pertains to Medicaid, too, are you kidding me? If you have a disabled child, or you're a single mother, or you're disabled yourself, I would think you would be screaming at the rooftops to pass this bill, because we need to pass this bill so you can continue to get your Medicaid, to make sure that you get it, not an able-bodied adult that's on Medicaid receiving their benefits in front of you. But don't let the facts get in the way of a good story for the Democrats, because then they'd have nothing to talk about at all.
Okay. One last question here. This was some of the reporting from overnight about Rand Paul, the senator from Kentucky. He's been a no from the outset, but we know he spent time with the president over the weekend. Can you shed light on the possibility that if you lose Collins and Murkowski, that you could pull Rand Paul back into a yes if you either shrink or eliminate the debt limit increase? Is that an active negotiation as of right now?
You know, I don't want to get ahead of the Senate. I think everything is on the table to get this bill done. President Trump has been extremely vocal about getting the bill done. 77 million Americans have been extremely vocal about getting the bill done. Everything right now is on the table to get this bill over the finish line. And that's why you see we've been working through the night, or the Senate's been working through the night to make sure that we get this bill over the finish line. And again, I'm optimistic. I think we're going to get it done.
Congresswoman McClain, thank you for joining us, and enjoy the next 48 hours. We'll stay in touch. Thank you.
It'll be exciting.